Hello there. What I want to do today is I want to look at a new test that we've been put together because the Internet Money Wallet has moved on a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire up the test routines. By doing that and hitting the breakpoint in this particular test, what that does is it fires up the wallet uh, in the test environment, which is an extension that's there. And basically, what I can do from here is what I'll do is I will just shut this down for now. So if I just close that for now, then the test actually starts running, but it leaves the wallet open. What we've got is we've got a new feature that stops the user in the act of sending anything to a contract address. So what I want to do here is I want to click on the account. I'm going to hit send and going to here, I'm going to copy the IM contract address on the pulse chain, go back into the wallet. And when I'm back in the wallet, I'm just going to paste that particular address in there. So you'd actually be trying to transfer, send some asset from the post chain to this particular contract. So when I hit next, what happens now is you get this warning message here that it warns you that you're trying to send to a contract address, and if you send to that asset here, you're likely to lose it. I'm going to click I understand, and I get a further warning saying that by clicking continue, you're accepting the likelihoods of losing your assets. And basically, I'm just wanting to end that test there. I would like to now write a test. So going into the code, we have this particular code model is using what's called page object models. And basically what it is that there's an object that looks very much like the page that you've got, and it allows you to use the dot notation to actually write some tests, and it can be quite easy to do. So in the background, you've got all the different pages here that are represented on the wallet, and with fairly useful names like network view. You know that you're looking at the network view. You would know that you would add network page, etc. So that makes that hopefully quite easy to look at. On this side here, what we've got is that we've got the pages and the pages which are the representations of these particular parts of it, and we've got the tests, and the tests marry up to the pages. So we can go to here, we can go to main menu pages, and then from them we've got the wallet view pages, and in the wallet view pages we've got the send token page. Yeah, other side of this, we have the test suite, and in the test suite that has got the wallet view page, and which is under the main menu page, and in there we have this class here, send tokens page. We don't actually have any tests actually wrote in this particular side. So what I'm going to try and do is demonstrate what we're going to be needing to do here. So if I go up here and look at the send token page, we see that we have some code, and I'm just going to try and explain it. You don't need to worry about any of this. Basically, what we've got is we have some click button events. So we've got select account button, transfer between account buttons, next button, back button, and have a question button. So if I just make some room on this code that we've got open, we've kind of got the representation here. So it's quite simple, really. So you've got the select account button. This is this button. It does something. It comes and you'll be able to select an account from there. You also have this transfer between accounts. This is this button here. So you've got that. You've got the next button here. We've got the button here representing the back button here and representing the have a question button here. And they're all click events so that you would be able to click and put them in there. So you need to have a bit of an idea of what that is there. We've got the return element text, so that the text that it displays here will be represented, and we've got the header text that's represented, so you can actually represent that in the actual code. And return inputs, so we've got this input here that we could input. So that was the contract for Pulse as it was, so you can actually write some code that represents putting that in there. So at this point here, what I'm going to do is introduce some changes that we just made to the project. So we've now got the warning header text and warning text as two different things that are now in there that you can actually go and pick up on. We've got the alert success and alert cancel button. So they're now available to us to use. Now we've got the buttons in place, we've got a test method here. So we just give it the name test method with the brackets. There are other examples of this, and I've just created a method, send to contract address show warning pop-up, which should be fairly well explanatory of what we're trying to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this particular method, which is kind of uh, there before. I'm going to go to the first account. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a breakpoint on the test here and just fire that and set that away with debug, and it'll stop here when it actually loads. And there we are, we load our wallet at the page that we're interested in. So there's the test started. Let's put an assert on here. And what we're doing is we're going to assert that something's equal, and we'll just have pop up test is equal. Let me so that we know it's going to fail. So we're going to say just a bit of text says to write. There we go. We just put that on there. Then it's a failing test all the time. So we're writing the test. As we put tests together, we can do things. So what we want to do is we've got to go to the account detail page. So if we go to the account detail page, and we're going to be clicking a button. So we'll just go click button, and then when we click button, we want to define what button we're going to click. So we're going to click the send button. So again, account the detail page dot, and it's a button. So B and T, B and B, and just put in send button. So that basically is going to just click the send button. Just to keep things going, we're going to enter some text. So we're now onto the send page. So we'll do send token dot enter text. Is that correct? Yeah, enter text. We do that, and then we're saying we want to select items. So it's a send token page dot, and then that would be the text public string, text public address. That's there, and then we want to send the actual value we want to send, which is going to be the IAM contract. Just go to the post chain, we'll copy the contract, and we'll go back into the actual code and just paste that in there. So that's just going to fill that, fill it up with the contract address. And after we've done that, we want to click the next button. So again, on the send page, and we're going to look for a button. We're going to click a button. We're going to do that again on the send page. What button we're going to click? We're going to click the B button. Next button. There we go. So then that's doing that. We click the next button, and once we click the next button, we're going to be shown some the text that we're interested. So I think what we'll do is just for now, just to again, just to see the test running, right click and I'm going to debug the test. That's what I want to do. And what will happen is that wallet will load, which I can put there. I'll just amend it as the wallet modes. There we go. And that's gone there. And we've gone to this understand page. And yeah, just hit the continue button on that, which will be that one there. And the test fails because we're not actually getting the same thing. But that's good. We've got the test, and what we want to do now is we're going to remain in the send page, and we're going to just going to assert that we're getting the send token start into text. We want in the actual string end. We don't want end to test. We don't. Turn token dot. Just have a quick look. Return element text, and we're just looking for that. So send token dot text. We just want the one in header. Yep, that's what we want there. It won't equal to, right? What this test will equal is it will equal warning. Copy that with a couple of warning symbols together with that. So now that test is an actual test that will go through and pass, we hope. Go and run the test now by debug. The test goes and starts. There we go. And we just want to see if we go F10, that in fact actually has passed. So we've got a passing test now. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to stop the test, and then I'm just going to take some code that I have wrote previously and do that so that we actually now going to run through, copy that. I was going to run through a couple more searches to see that everything in that button is actually correct. So basically we get the text, we get the first page of the warning, we get the click the alert success button, and then you get the second page of login, so we can see that all the error messages are in fact what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is let's go and we'll run the test to via debugging, and yeah, I'll just debug that, debug the test. Yeah, hold the code, put the code back window back on here again, put the code window back on here, going through, adding all that, and we've got a successful test, which is great. Now, a limitation of the test is that we're only testing against the IM contract, so it'd be good to test against many contracts or some more contracts. So I'll do this in stages. What you can do is underneath the test method, if we just do that, we can do this data row, and then we've got data row. We're going to do that, and we're just going to add some text in here. So if I just take the actual contract in here, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that in there, put that in there. So now we're actually introduced as a variable, which was the actual contract address there in the data row. And when that is there, the first one's going to go there. So that will represent as a string. So I can go string, and I'm just going to say contract address. right? Just by doing that and putting that in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that with a variable, which is the contract address. And then what this is now going to do is just going to pick up this value here when it runs the test once, replace that as the contract address, and then when it's been cleared to the contract address, we'll see if this actually does this on that particular run. So just go through, what I'll do is I'll just run the test by just running the test rather than debugging the test makes the thing go a little bit quicker. We'll find whether this test actually passes or fails. So just let's see what's going on. There's our test starting to run. It goes through and we get a. I'm happy we've got a pass there. So this method here is I could add in many of these and get many contracts to actually do that. But what we do have is we've got the contracts in a separate test. If I just put some code in there and I'm just going to put a for each loop in. So if I do that, I'll put a for each loop in. So we've got the items as there, and then we're going to have token list, which is something that's already in there. So I can go for tokens list, and then that's going to go through the full list that we've got of tokens that are in the in the actual wallet that we have, so that you can add the tokens and the likes. So we've done that. We're just going to declare a token index here, and having declared the token index, that's going to be equal to each with the items, which is basically that token index dot index. Yeah, that's it. Put the exclamation. So we've got that, and we're going to go through all of these particular ones. So what we need to do is we need to be entering the actual account details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take that off there. I'm going to copy this piece of text here, copy that in here, and then I'm just going to drop that line down a couple of lines, put that in there, get rid of this, and now what that in effect has done is it's now put all this into a loop, and as that's in a loop, what we'll do is that this test, if we just go back to the beginning, so I'm just going to go send token page dot click, and the button I want to click is the send token page dot button, and we're going to have the alert cancel button, and that takes the whole thing back to the beginning. Then we should be able to go through, get 1, 2, 3, and go through all the tokens that are in there, so that it actually we're going to get for every single token that's in the actual wallet. I can cancel that to go back to that screen. So if I go to the account, which is that one there, we've got all these add tokens. So we've got all the tokens here. So all the contracts that are actually in the IM Money wallet, and it'll go through all the contracts and make sure that every single instance of them contracts actually does warn the user that you're about to send some token to a particular contract. So if I close that, and I'm going to stick a breakpoint on here, and I'm just going to set that. I'll take that off as well. We don't need that at this point, because we've modified the test appropriately. That doesn't need to be contract address anymore, because it's going to be items. It's going to be token index actually. Whoops, a daisy. Do that. Token index, which is that one that we've got before. Um, int, token index, item list of, click on you. Index is an integer, name, full name is address that we want in. Silly me. So we want address. So we're going to make that address, and token index. We'll call that. We're going to call this token address. There we go. And we're going to call that token address. Oh, it's agreeing with each other. We don't need that anymore. We'll get rid of that. And there we have a piece of code that we can start to run. So let's see what happens when we hit debug. We hit the first breakpoint. I understand. And we want to go F10. Go through all of it, go through to the next one. So we'll go for the next token. We're going to go through and do that. We'll go through the next token, 7-1 on the end. The next token, 2-7 on the end, etc. etc. This will just run through the entire code. So if I was to just hit run, go back, take that off there, go into the code. As you can see, it's running all the way through. It's going to do test after test after test, and we can be absolutely certain that we're going to get one of these warnings for every single one of the tokens that we actually do have as a contract address in the actual Internet Money wallet. That makes quite a decent test. So as this test is running, coming to an end, what I'd like to show, what I like you to take away from this is that we actually do write tests and test the code for everything that's in there. It's just nice to be able to give you a bit of an idea of how we do test things in the Internet No Money wallet. We have a beta group, a beta testing group, and if anybody's interested in using this and seeing if they can write the test themselves, I'm perfectly happy to help someone out. But if you just want to be assured that we actually do test the code, they are tests that are sitting there and running all of the time, doing something. I hope we've demonstrated that. So as always, last word to KG, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Things I would like to emphasize and reiterate: we collect no data. Absolutely zero data is collected when using the Internet Money wallet. We don't store any user information. Everything is on your local device. It is your keys, your crypto, and you are a true self-sovereign individual. The true ideals of crypto are a reality within the Internet Money wallet. You are the master of your own destiny. If you have any questions, remember, only go to our official support channels at internetmoney.io. Only get the links to download the wallet from internetmoney.io. Make sure to join our Telegram, follow us on X, and ask any questions you may have. We are constantly growing, constantly building, constantly improving, and we are here for the long run in this crypto game that we believe in. I'm KG. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.
Got my own keys and my own code. Gotta protect this money. Took too long for me to get it.